We're getting close. 10 seconds.
Best fishes.
Let's do a duck check.
6, 5,
Go to black.
4,
Kissable
3.
now. In your coffin.
Hey, Cookie here. Always baked, never fried. Will you be my Facebook friend? And today's wrong answer of the game is being brought to you by...
Beautiful on the inside surgical artwork, because real art takes guts.
Find the wrong answer associated with our sponsor to get yourself some sweet prizes and bonus cash. So let's get to it. First question. Surely you joust. Imagine you're at the theme restaurant Medieval Times Dinner and Tournament, or similar medieval-themed restaurant/horse show, and you're asked to observe a moment of silence for a fallen jouster. In medieval terms, how long would you wait? Half a second, 1.5 minutes, half an hour, or a full day? A moment was a medieval unit of time equal to 1/40th of an hour, or 1.5 minutes. Coincidentally, that's also the time it takes to bludgeon the obnoxious kid sitting next to you with your giant roasted chicken leg. May I introduce... You can tell I'm acting because I'm yelling! You ever notice there are just some actors who tend to play the title characters in all their movies? For example, Sylvester Stallone, Rocky, Rambo, Judge Dredd, Tango and Cash. Anyway, in which Al Pacino movie does Pacino not play the title character? Scarface, The Godfather Part 2, Donnie Brasco, or You Don't Know Jack? Al Pacino did not play Donnie Brasco in Donnie Brasco. Johnny Depp did. Which leads nicely into the question, will Johnny Depp ever play another character in a movie that doesn't involve him wearing makeup and a strange hat and standing in front of a green screen? Try this on for size. There once was a twin from Nantucket. If the Minnesota Twins were to sign a man from Nantucket, which of the following would not be true? There once was a man from Nantucket. He'd play on the same team as did Puckett. Twin Cities is home, they play in a dome, and were champs in 9... The Minnesota Twins moved from the Metrodome to Target Stadium in 2010. Now if the Chicago Cubs were to sign a fella from Venus...
Everybody quattro, everybody quattro, hey!
Next, I'll sue you right to sleep, and it's a dis or dat. I'm gonna read a list of 7 names. For each one, tell me if it's one of the largest U.S. law firms or a musical duo. If it's a law firm, press the number 1. If it's a musical duo, press the number 2. Answer correctly and get $300 in royalties. Answer wrong and I sue your pants off. And those look like expensive pants. You got 30 seconds. And yes, those are billable. All right, let's get started. Sullivan and Cromwell. Ashford and Covington and Burley. Hall and Oak. Seals and Crop. Kirkland and Ellis. Loggins and Messina. I find you guilty of kicking ass. And if you ask me, someone should sue the Captain and Tennille for ever breaking up. I miss you, Captain. And Tennille.
Where's the vibe, girl? Rock my world, girl. Ooh, yeah.
Take a good look at hot girl-on-girl distraction. What would most likely be the next hit single from singer Katy Perry? I slapped a girl, I wrestled a girl, I fenced a girl, or I massaged a girl. A parry is a maneuver in fencing, so Katy Perry would fence a girl. Oh, and she'd like it. Which is fine as long as she's wearing protection. Let's say so long to round 1. And you're sitting pretty for someone so ugly. Keep in mind, in round 2, everything is worth twice as much. Well, no time like the present. Bucker up for me, a game show host. You, an idiot. Which of the following missed connections ads on Craigslist would best describe the star-crossed Greek lovers Hero and Leander? You, babe in tower with lamp. Me, dude in ocean. You, lady on throne. Me, guy drinking poison. You, pillar of salt. Me, ghost. You, hot priestess in well. Me, Cylon. Time's almost up. The Greek myth of Hero and Leander involves a lady who would light a lamp in her tower for a man who would swim to see her. And then one day a storm blew her lamp out and he was washed out to sea. Which just proves my point that long-distance relationships don't work. Did you hear me, Bryn Derry? Stop calling me. It's over between us. Here's one I like to call edible underpants. If each pair of Fruit of the Loom underwear came filled with the actual fruit that's on the label, what would I not be able to whip out of my pants for a quick, healthy snack? A nice warm apple, some moist purple grapes, some odorific green grapes, or a banana? Believe it or not, there is no banana on the Fruit of the Loom underwear label. I'm not saying that if you were to reach around in there long enough, though, that you wouldn't find one.
Plucking chickens, picking out a mate. Guess I'll marry 8.
I call this one man's trash is another man's question. It's time for a send in your trash question.
Looking through your trash bag. What's it say about you? Funky trash.
Okay, so I've got a pile of trash here, and I'm gonna go through the trash and, oh, gross. Okay, we've got a school expulsion form, a picture of a little kid with the name Phoebe written at the bottom, and a red hunting cap. Whose trash is this? Elmer Fudd's, Nate Archibald's, Holden Caulfield's, or Joey Tribbiani's? Expelled from school, little sister named Phoebe, iconic red hunting cap. Yep, this is the trash of Holden Caulfield, the main character of The Catcher in the Rye. And don't ask me how a fictional character sent in his trash. It's a game, okay? Deal with it. We're making half of this shit up.
Scrolling through the mark with the sarsaparilla. For me,
Next up, beef belly jelly bellies. Based on anatomy, if Potbelly's Sandwich Shop made a store that catered to cows, what would it be called? Pot 2 bellies, Pot 3 bellies, Pot 4... A cow has a stomach system made up of 4 separate but connected compartments. The rumen, the reticulum, the omasum, and the abomasum. I hope cows don't start eating at Potbelly's. It'll make me feel really awkward when I order a steak sandwich.
Hold me, never let me go. Am I dreaming? Questions.
Here we have housing bubble, toil, and trouble. Suppose Home Shopping Network decided to get into actually selling home mortgages. Individually wrapped, of course. Which of the following hot picks would not be offered? A cubic zirconium arm, a Waterford crystal yam, a dark faux mahogany rim. A yam is not a type of mortgage, it's a sweet potato. While we're on the subject, I know a great bank that refinances sweet potatoes. And when I say bank, I mean guy who lives in the apartment next to mine. And when I say lives, I mean squats. But he's the best. The best. Welcome to the attack. When you see 2 clues that match, press 1. 4,000 big ones if you're right, but say goodbye to 4,000 if you're wrong. And most importantly,
remember the clue.
It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Help! Is there a doctor in this movie? I need these doctor's movie stats. Good luck. That's the game! Wow, you did pretty good. If they gave doctorates in trivial knowledge, you should have one. Oh yeah, I guess they do have one of those. Do you have a PhD in philosophy?
Nice one, folks. Okay, Danny, let us know what we're doing.
All right then. Have you any tinkling for jumping back into the proceedings?